Welcome to a new series that I want to start on this channel of daily devotionals, which may or may not be every single day, but I will try to post them as much as possible. And the first one that I want to share is centered around Psalms 46:1, and that is my favorite verse of all time, my life verse, and it has impacted my life in so many ways. And it reads, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble," and that comes from the New King James Version. And this verse comes from the same chapter as Psalms 46:10, which reads, "Be still and know that I am God." And when David is writing these chapters, when David is writing Psalms, he had a very up and down, tumultuous life. And he went through a lot. He was constantly looking over his shoulder. First, before he was king, when Saul was chasing him. And then when he was king, then there was always people that were coming for his life. And he was always looking over his shoulder. Yet, he described in Psalms 46 that despite everything going on in the world, despite whatever is going on in your life, God will always be there for you. He will always look out for you. He will always be your protector, your refuge, and your strength, and a very present help in your times of trouble, in your situations, whatever situation that may be. God will always be there with you, and he will always support you and love you. And later on in this chapter, in Psalms 46:10, all you have to do is be still and just remember that God is there for you. Be still and know that he is God. And when you remember that God is for you and not against you, when you remember that God is your refuge and strength, a very present help in a time of trouble, you will find peace, true peace. And it doesn't automatically fix your situation, and it doesn't automatically make your situation better or resolve it or take away the hardships in your life. But when you commit to surrendering to God, and when you remember that God has been your refuge and strength and will continue to be your refuge and strength, and when you're just still and allow the peace of God to overtake you, you will have a resource to call upon in your times of trouble, and that will allow you to deal with your day-to-day trials. And when you call upon the Lord, and when you pray these verses, when you claim the promises of God, nothing will come between you and him, and you will find the peace even when things are tough. And that positive mindset that you will find from Christ being your refuge and strength will lead you through the toughest of days and will lead you through to the other side. I promise you that. For me, when I deal with anxious thoughts, when I deal with a big test coming up, when I deal with the trials and stresses of life, I pray this verse out loud. I will pray, "God, you are my refuge and strength. God, you are my very present help in a time of trouble. Lord, lead me through to where you need me to go." And that is my prayer for all of you, that you will continue to seek the Lord and that you will pray and hold on to these promises of God. God be with you today. God bless you. I hope you have an amazing day, and make sure to hold on to the promises of God. God bless you.